What's up, everybody, and welcome to the MMA Bourbon Appreciation Society. We are back. That's right, we're back live. Myself, Jeremy Johnson, along with Jim Range and Craig Nasello. How you guys doing?
Hello.
Doing good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
Everything fucking sucks.
I mean, that's fair because apparently you're the grumpy one, and I'm the one who doesn't do anything else but work and do all this. Oh, by the way, just in case you haven't noticed for a while, we do want to thank everyone who asked where we'd been. Other than Mr. Jim Range, of course, who was on the very famous Easy Talk podcast and decided to basically just lambaste the rest of us. So
basically just fucking threw us under the bus.
I mean, he really kind of did, but that's okay. We'll continue.
You guys really need to get some thicker skin.
I mean, hey,
And you know what? Now I know why you are the bottom between you two. Just plain and simple. I'll call it like it is.
I mean,
You just set it up right there.
Hey. I get it. I'm the workaholic and Craig's the grumpy one. It's fine, but whatever. But hey,
I'm always grumpy though, so it doesn't matter. I've been grumpy since I was like 20.
Matt, can we all take a moment though that there was a show one created, and that no one flew by the seat of their pants, I believe was the wording that was used. So we did that. We did a little prep this time. So we have a great show for you
the
here.
The only one that flies by the seat of their pants on this fucking show is me.
You.
Because I don't fucking do any of it.
No, Jeremy and I fly that morning. We come up with something.
We get this fucking long ass show run, and I go, okay, cool, delete. Every fucking time.
I mean, it's fine.
Because I don't care.
It's all fine.
This is supposed to be fun. I don't.
Exactly.
If I got to start doing research, fuck you. I ain't doing it.
I mean, there's always research to be done, and apparently I'll do it by the seat of my pants, and it's okay. But anyway, if you haven't checked it out, go check out Easy Talk.
The only person he didn't fucking throw on their bus was producer Matt.
Was producer Matt in the room? Because producer Matt also produces Easy Talk. So I'm wondering if that was the case.
Matt was holding up cue cards for me.
So, no, if you do, go check it out. Easy Talk, that is EZ Talk, on Spotify. Ariane Zekti, our good buddy,
Why are
the
we
host
giving him
over
a fucking plug? I haven't even been on the show yet. And
all right,
we're giving him
never mind.
a plug.
You get no plugs until you bring Craig on.
I don't even want to go on now.
And we've been invited to maybe...
Yeah, we have been invited over to their show too, so yeah.
What?
We've been invited over to their studio.
Why?
Because he has a cool studio.
It's got a pretty cool
He has multi-cameras. He's got a decent bar now. We've been helping him out with.
Yeah.
Apparently he's getting black.
Why? That's racist.
Wait a minute. Is that why you got like all of the because you're supplying him now with booze? That you're the good guy of the group?
Yeah.
Is that how this is? Okay.
That's how
that makes a lot more sense. So. No, but tonight, of course, we are going to talk about all the things whiskey-related and into the world of combat sports, as we always do. But we had a good break.
You can't win.
I don't care.
Jim had a marriage in the family, not him, family member. Craig had some things to do. Of course, I'm a workaholic and can't make it to Hawaii because I'm just whatever it was that you called me.
Because you wouldn't take off.
I mean, you called me something. Though. You had a word for it.
Mr.
I don't remember what
Burt
it was.
Watson in the comments.
Oh, the UFC's own Burt Watson. We are rolling. All right. UFC and Bellator. Did them both. Good to see you, Burt. All right, so guys, of course, tonight we are going to do what we always do, and the Kentucky Derby has passed.
Yes.
One of the better races I've seen in the mud lately.
It was a good one.
And, up until Jimmy was on Easy Talk, we were thinking about going next year. Now I'm not real sure since, I can't get away from doing anything, so.
Burt with a we rolling.
Exactly. So.
Miss you, Burt. Hope you're good.
You know what? Maybe you plan ahead
Need
and
to
go
catch
ahead
up
and go.
soon.
We'll see. I doubt it.
You guys have fun with that bullshit. I ain't going out.
But it's fine. But no, I got a question. This was kind of funny.
I don't want to go watch them fucking race.
That's fair. I got a question, though, and that was, everybody made mint juleps for the Derby because that's like the thing to do. And I got a question of what do you do with all the leftover mint? Well, we just so happen to have a lot of it. So.
Well, see, my response would have been, why would you have leftover mint?
Well, I don't know, because, you talk for a long
not
time.
Not everybody's fucking
talk,
alcoholic
so
like
probably,
you, too.
Yeah. Is it true that you really finished 3/4 of a bottle of whiskey on that show?
On Easy Talk?
On Easy Talk, as he talked to shit on the rest of us.
Wait,
and doesn't remember what he says.
Yeah, because he was fucked up.
So anyway, tonight I am going to make a drink that will help out for all of your leftover mint.
Get your ass out the way.
And that tonight is we are going to make a whiskey mojito. And so whiskey mojito.
Let's just get some more water.
That's fair. We take a ton of our mint that we have left over, because we have a lot of it. Give it a little shred, give it a little smack, throw it into your mixing glass. Then you are going to squeeze in some lime juice. Very tasty there. A little bit of simple syrup. We're going to do 3/4 of an ounce of that. About half a lime will get you the same amount. So now we're going to throw in 3/4 simple syrup. We're going to take that all together and we are going to muddle it. Now, Jim, it's very important to not do what as you're muddling here. You don't bruise it. Kind of like our egos that you did on that show. So just let you know.
I was wondering where it was going to go.
Yes. So.
You got an ego?
No, I don't. My ex-wife tried to stop it. Anyway,
Whoa.
so.
She got it in the divorce.
Yeah, she did. Okay. So from that point, though, we are then going to throw in 2 ounces of bourbon. And tonight we are using, we've already drank a lot of this. Oh, boy. We are using our double oak, twice barreled Jim Beam that will go down in our Is It Worth It tonight. Dump that in there. A little bit of ice.
On that?
That was $24. As far as the double oaked goes, it's very inexpensive.
It's one of the better bottles I've had.
Throw a little ice into it. We're now going to give it just a quick shake. And why are we shaking it? Because there's citrus. Exactly. See, he remembered that, unlike half of the stuff that he said on Easy Talk whenever he talked shit on us. So.
I didn't talk shit on anybody.
Except for Jeremy's announcer voice.
I mean, yeah, really. Let's see. So I have an announcer voice, even though I'm really kind of talking like I normally do. I just do it a little slower, a little louder. That's fine. Next, we're going to add just a little bit more ice. We're going to top this with Sprite or club soda. I prefer it with Sprite. It gives it a little bit more. We're then going to take another big bunch of this mint that we've got left.
When Jimmy said you couldn't change a flat tire, I thought that was kind of out of line, but.
Because I can, but I mean, he was just all over it. So, all right, giant sprig of mint goes in. Lime wheel goes on.
Jesus
And-
Christ, so you got a drink or a fucking vegetable?
Is that not beautiful, though? I mean, really, look at this.
That's
That
starting to
is
look like,
good looking right there. So
Bloody Mary.
look at that. Pretty, done.
Got some
Cheeseburger.
bacon, a cheeseburger, lobster.
That is a whiskey mojito. And I will put this recipe out on our Twitter at MMA Bourbon. Producer Matt, this one is for you. I will go to this
one
side
your
over
side.
here. All right. There you go, sir. Enjoy that. So now, that was Matt's second one of the evening, so I'm sure he's going to talk shit on the rest of us here soon.
Whatever.
Just like Jimmy did on Easy Talk after he finished that. Now I'm doing my announcer voice. So after he talked all kinds of shit on us. So, anyway.
I'm really waiting for Arion to get in the comments. I'm sure
He's not here yet.
I'm sure Matt's
Oh.
already texted him.
I'll text him.
I'm sure Matt's already texted him, telling him, "Hey,
So-
they're talking shit on you."
Now, moving along, that's fine.
We have a rivalry between podcasts now, I guess.
I don't think there's a rivalry. I think that Jim just likes to talk shit on us when we're not around. I mean, it's fine.
I mean, his wife just said it. She'll invite us to the graduation party.
Even though none of us will show up.
Right,
So,
even
yeah.
though none of us will show up.
Oh, that's
Sorry,
all
I have
fine.
to fucking work. Okay?
It's all
My
fine.
bad, I'll be out of town.
All right. Moving on to the next segment.
If they really wanted us there, they would do it around our fucking schedule.
Absolutely they would.
Right.
Because, we're cool like that. Get talked about on podcasts and things.
I had nothing to plan with that. I was told when it was.
Hey, I'm not. I'm sure you may remember this one. I don't know how drunk you were at that one, but apparently it's like you can't remember from Easy Talk. Like the last half of it, I've heard you don't remember much of it, but that's
I
okay.
never said that.
Oh, you didn't have to say it. We heard. All right.
We
Anyway,
have our notes.
speaking of bar basics, because as we just did, Jim has been helping out, with the bar over at Easy Talk.
Yeah, clearly.
They're great buddies now.
Yeah, they're getting Black Weller and we can't even get it.
Yeah, really. I mean, it's fine.
It's
So
all good. No.
no, we are
fuck
talking
us.
though.
Fuck your own podcast. Whatever.
This is gonna go so bad.
Told you it was going to go downhill after you told me what we were
real
doing.
quick. No. So tonight though, we are talking about bar basics.
Hey,
Yes.
you want to
Basic
report
bitches.
Heaven Hill 27 while you and I are standing here?
I don't know, because I can't find any Black Weller in the joint.
Oh fuck.
I missed you guys.
It's over in Fenton.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, it's back there.
Oh, I got all the way to Fenton. It's bad enough I got to drive to St. Charles. Now I got to drive to fucking Fenton to go to that place. Jesus fuck.
No.
You guys act like I live close or something.
God.
All right, so tonight we are talking bar basics. The question was posed of what 3 bottles, and it could be any spirit, what 3 bottles are your choice to start up your bar, since that's how apparently they're doing it over at Easy Talk now that Jimmy's with them, of how they're setting up their bar.
Is it going to be easy JR talk?
It's got a ring to it, Craig. It's got a ring to it. Anyway, all right, Craig Nasello, if you had 3 bottles to start off your bar, what would it be?
Jack Daniels, of course.
Good call.
You're going to have
Good
to always
call.
have Jack. Everybody likes Jack Daniels. Grey Goose, vodka,
Interesting. Okay.
or maybe Tito's.
Just you're talking a little better of it, but nothing huge.
Nothing huge.
Right. I like that.
And then just your basic tequila.
Okay. I'm a fan. I like the idea because mine I went the other just because I don't like tequila.
I don't like tequila either, but
Yeah, but there it is. It's a big and it's a big thing common.
Yeah.
Jim, what are your thoughts?
So I went back and forth some with it, and I kept it all on $100 total.
Ariane, what I miss?
Ariane, dude. Oh man.
Oh boy.
So.
Oh boy.
God. So I went with Old Granddad 114.
I am so glad that they can see comments now. That Matt brings the comments up. So okay, continue, Jim. I'm sorry that I so rudely interrupted you.
Old Granddad 114, which
Good
comes
call.
in about $24. It's a little bit higher proof, but it's still not stupid.
So the
That's
problem,
retail.
But the problem that I have with that one is, and I don't have a problem with it. I agree.
But
with
I
it.
just call that it's higher proof.
Not only that, it's harder to find.
Now
So
it
Old
is.
Granddad 114 has become really
Hard to find. I have not even seen it in grocery stores lately.
Yeah.
I've seen it
Because I
quite
actually
a bit.
was looking for a bottle I was going to buy a bottle not too long ago. But
Okay.
I couldn't find it.
So, but yeah, I get where you're going.
Rittenhouse Rye,
Okay.
because I'm a rye guy.
Well, and Rittenhouse is a great one.
It's a great rye. Because I was at first thinking, you know what, Whistle Pig 10, but it's like, you're starting a bar, who's going to spend $80 for a bottle of rye?
Right.
But Rittenhouse goes across the board with it. And then I went back and forth, do I go gin? Do I go vodka? Do I go tequila? I thought about tea. Vodka.
I see more vodka over gin drinks. Personally, I'm not a gin
Yeah.
fan, so
But I went back and forth, and my wife's a tequila person. There's so many people do like tequila. You got margaritas, so many drinks you can make with it.
Sure.
I went with tequila and one Grand Centurino, which is about $29.
Okay, that's not bad.
So I'm in under $90 with it. Throw in tax, it's $100.
Producer
Retail.
Matt, yes?
Yep.
You agree with all of that?
I would say more Black Weller, but
Oh my. All right. Anyway, so I sat.
I'm just still trying to figure out how the fuck he's getting a Black Weller and we don't have one.
There isn't even one behind us on
No.
the show
No,
shop. Maybe
fucking
it's,
bullshit.
but it's fine. It's all
Okay,
fine.
yeah, throw us under the bus and then fuck us over on Weller. Typical bullshit. Go to Easy Talk.
Check it out on Spotify. Easy Talk. All right.
Ariane, this is what you missed, buddy.
So with mine, I was going the route.
We
of,
should have actually had Ariane on tonight with us.
Oh,
my
God,
fucking
could
God.
you imagine?
Yes.
So mine, I'm starting off with. I think that everyone needs to have Buffalo Trace as their first bourbon. I think that what that does is it opens up so many flavors that you can get easy, not overbearing and overpowering in any way, shape, or form. It's going to taste good with everything that you make, even if you're going to sip it. I think that is a huge, huge starter bourbon. And I mean,
Sure.
but it's a great bourbon for everybody, and it's still pretty easy to get, even though Buffalo Trace flooded
And the bad thing is I haven't seen it on shelf
since the flood.
before.
Really?
Yeah.
So I have been pretty good still.
Now, I did see a lot of big displays out at one point before the flood, and now
It's kind of pulling back.
pulling back.
I just saw them. I stopped in the news store out, not dropping names or that, but out in Chesterfield had opened up the big one, and they had it $45 a bottle, I think it was, which I
not
thought was
bad.
high.
I was
That's high.
Schnucks' Deer
Yeah,
Verse
does
is
it?
36.
So I was looking at one of the local grocery stores here today, and they didn't have any in, but the mark was 35 for it. So
Yeah.
yeah, in that range. But that's not a bad start. I was going as well with Tito's vodka because it's easy. Everybody recognizes the name, and
cheap.
It's cheap. It was the best marketing for going
but
gluten
it's
free.
cheap and it's a good vodka.
It's consistent.
Yeah,
It
it's a very consistent vodka.
See,
and-
I thought about Sauté though, vodka though.
well, but there's.
But
you're
then
not
you got to
gonna
go find. Nobody's
that.
going to find it but you.
Yeah, exactly. That's a Glen's.
And how much
Creek
is
product.
that going to fucking call you?
It's not that much.
Yeah, it
that
was
was
like-
at Glens
Yeah,
Creek.
but
But
it's
you're
not
gonna-
that much. But how the fuck are you going to get it?
Yeah, you'd
is
have
what
to
I'm
be
We're
getting
there
at.
going to take
get
a fucking
it.
road trip and go get it. It's how we're going to get it.
Well, I mean, you know,
But if you're starting a bar,
I know.
this is all going to the store is kind of how I took it.
And that's
so.
where, yeah. And that's why I kept mine low end.
And my last one is I went with a gin, but I didn't want to go with the typical Tanqueray Beefeater that everybody's used to, the London Dries. I went with one that has come out that is a really tasty gin that is not the juniper forward, tastes like you're eating grass kind of gin, and that's Roots of Ruin from Castle and Key that is available everywhere.
Okay.
So it's available in every state, and it's very, very inexpensive. It's I think that's the other one.
That's Rise.
But the Roots of Ruin one is it's a very tasty gin. The other one that I would think of in gin wise is Bowling and Birch that comes from Yellowstone Distillery. Again, it's everywhere. Super inexpensive. Everything that I pick would put you in at about $85.
speaking of Yellowstone, did you guys ever open those bottles that I got you?
I have never opened it because I like to keep my single
Try it.
barrels.
I haven't tried it. I haven't opened mine. That's why I'm asking. Okay. Anyway.
It didn't last very long.
Okay. There's nothing wrong with that. It's a good one.
Yeah, absolutely. So, what do you guys think? Give us your shots in the comments. If you were going to buy 3 bottles for your bar, say at your podcast, that you film in Fenton, that you have to get your stuff from Jimmy while he talks shit on the rest of his cast members, whatever. Just whomever you think. Let us know in the comments.
Doesn't talk about his producer.
Right, because his producer was producing.
Probably,
I'm
yeah,
sure.
right.
Yeah,
he was probably
but
there.
It's all fine.
Only behind your back whenever he's been drinking.
Yeah, it's all
It's all
fine.
good. I'm used to it. But still
3/4 of a bottle of a Midwinter Night's Dram.
between two of you.
Yeah.
No wonder he doesn't remember the last 3/4 of that show. But that's okay. So let us know, though, in the comments, of course, what is your favorite 3 bottles that you would start your bar with? Producer Matt, do you agree with our calls, or is there something that you think we're missing?
I think you cover all the bases with some gin, some rum, some
So that was the only thing we didn't do. We didn't do any rums.
Yeah, vodka.
How many people drink rum anymore though?
A lot of rum and Coke still bought. But
Yeah. My big thing is
Putting
my big
home
thing
and putting
lately.
a home in-
And the
My big thing lately, when out playing cornhole, has been 7-7.
Wow. Okay. So American whiskey and
Yeah.
7-Up. Well, that's kind of a tasty thing. So,
You drink 7-7, you get cornhole.
oh my.
Yep. Don't be jealous.
Wow.
I see the look on his eyes.
Dang, man.
Lord. All right. So, as I pour a little bit here, tonight we move
We're gonna
on.
kill that off tonight. You know
It's
that.
going to be bad, but that's okay. Tonight we are talking our Sip, Sink, and Save, of course, which is all brought to you by Unrivaled Realty. Check them out. Our good buddy Brad Carey at Unrivaled Realty, who just got married.
today
Today?
at 5:00.
Oh, well,
So that's what the dress shoes on the pool were for.
Yes.
Yep.
and that's why he's not watching right now.
Congratulations.
Because they're probably in Mexico partying their asses off.
Nothing wrong with that. Congratulations,
Of course,
Brad.
Jeremy
Here's
couldn't
one.
come because he won't go to Mexico.
Well, I
He
won't
won't
go
take a
anywhere.
vacation.
Just
Alright.
ask Jimmy while he's on a podcast that I'm a workaholic and I do it to myself. That's
Congratulations.
okay.
Congratulations to Brad Marlene.
Absolutely. Check them
It
out.
only took-
Unrivaled
only
Realty.
took Brad 20 years.
He's at least self-conscious about it now.
I mean, completely. But that's okay. So, anyway,
Sometimes it's fun to be an asshole.
All right.
And get a point across.
cheers to their marriage from the
shit,
MMA
I
Bourbon
missed
Appreciation Society.
Cheers.
I don't have anything in
That's
here
all right.
because I need more.
All right. So, this past weekend, producer DJ K-Pop and I took a
Nope, we get
Slight-
last.
took a little drive, and we ended up at a lovely distillery, as we tend to do.
This weekend you were stuck with me. It was last
Oh,
weekend.
last weekend. I don't know. I don't pay any attention. Jimmy said that on a podcast once too, that I don't really pay attention. It's fine. It was on Easy Talk. Check it out. It's on Spotify.
Ariane, you never got so much publicity, brother.
And YouTube.
So anyway, we took up a little time at Black Shire Distillery and Winery. They are actually known for their wines, but they did have a big selection of bourbon, rye, gin, their flavored blackberry, which took us down there in the first place. Everybody got a different bottle tonight.
Excuse me.
We had, producer Matt has the other unopened, so it doesn't look like we actually opened this and drank all of it tonight. Although by the end of this, we may be as drunk as Jimmy was on Easy Talk.
I will say that happened a while back. The first time we got
did. That was
because I got fucking hammered on that shit.
Yeah, absolutely. And they were very nice to me and to producer DJ K-Pop. They decided that they were going to help us out with some bottles tonight for our Sip, Sink, and Save. And so tonight, of course, Jimmy, let them know what Sip, Sink, and Save is all about.
And I put a piece of ice on
Of course.
So in our Sip, Sink,
You know,
and
so
Save,
if you did the broadcast voice like I do, as you
I
may
could
mention,
speak through it.
You could speak
That's
through
right.
that. So go ahead.
By the way, that was mentioned on Easy Talk. You can catch it on Spotify and YouTube.
so for our Sip, Sink, and Save. No, so Sip, Sink, and Save, it's what's going to be your daily sipper, what are you going to save for special occasion, and what are you going to pour down the drain.
So good.
F. Mary Kill.
Yep.
Absolutely. All right, Mr. Jim Range, with your newfound podcast fame, give us your choices, please.
So my sip, it's going to be the
I
rye.
have a mouthful of bourbon. Oh, try not to spit it out.
Yes, Jim, please,
Oh.
go ahead.
I'm going to sip the rye.
Okay.
I'm going to sink the bourbon. I'm going to save the blackberry.
Oof.
Really? Okay.
What are you thinking? The rye?
No, he's sinking the bourbon.
I'm going to sip the rye.
Yeah.
I think it's got a good flavor. It's easy to sip in it.
It-
All three of them are good. So
100
what direction I go? I know with the blackberry, we've done it before. People who don't like whiskey, don't like bourbon, have liked that in drinks.
Shit, a blackberry mint julep.
That's what he's getting ready to do.
I did. Continue, please.
So the blackberry, there's so many drinks you can make with it. So you save it for that occasion. You can sip it. You can make the drinks.
Oh,
I'm
that's
gonna sip
good.
the rye. So that's the reason.
Okay. All right.
Because there's so much more you can take that, even for people that aren't bourbon people.
Yeah,
and do it.
100%. All right. So final, you are going to sip.
Sip, sink, save.
All right. Perfect. And again, this is all brought to you by Black Shire in Herman, Missouri. Check them out on their website. I believe it's Black Shire. It's well worth the trip.
It's well worth it.
And I mean, it's wineries, distilleries, and antique shops. I know if you're not into that, but this alone is worth the trip. The place is beautiful. The scenery is amazing. It was just nice to
Yes,
sit
food and
outside.
everything, too?
They have a
Great
a
food.
food section.
Yeah,
They have.
I've never been there, so
Yeah.
I'm like, that's a question.
You get to overlook some of the vineyards. So you're literally sitting out looking over the river onto their vineyard property. It is very, very cool. Great time. So, all right, Mr. Craig Nasello, give me your sip, sink, and save.
Save, sink, sip.
Tell me why.
I don't drink rye.
Fair. But,
That's the only reason.
okay. So, but the thing that I found with it is the bourbon is actually, it's way better than any of the locally micro distillery produced bourbons we have had in a long time.
Oh yeah, it's great. It's a great bourbon. I really like it, but I don't like rye.
No,
So I'm not
100%.
gonna drink it. You know. So I mean, I would save this just for a special occasion because it is so good, and the blackberry just is on a different level. It really is just on a different
Can you
level.
drink it? Can you sip a lot of it?
I'm sure I can.
Okay. No.
I 100% think so.
I mean, you sit here and watch me drink half that bottle fucking one night.
No, I know.
I mean,
I
That
just
ain't
don't-
rated
with
on
the
pussy.
sweetness.
as much as you say it on Easy Talk.
and I mean, you don't seem real grumpy tonight, but that's okay.
Yeah. I'm not that grumpy
You
yet.
know why? He's got somebody else to fuck with.
All right, Craig, final. Give it again one more time. Sip, sink, and save is?
Save, sink, sip.
Perfect. All right. So
When if you catch that on, you might have those on Easy Talk.
I doubt it because they didn't give them to Easy
Oh, that's
Talk.
right,
That's
they
right. But, you know, They didn't know about Jim being on there, so that's fine. So personally, I am going to sip the blackberry. And the reason being is this is probably one of the best flavored whiskeys that I have ever had. This is far and above Crown Royal Blackberry. It's far and above Bird Dog. And it's got a high enough proof to it that it holds up in a drink. So I literally just dumped some into this mojito and it's flipping amazing. But I would look at it as...
Is that a mojito or what is that?
So now it's a blackberry mojito.
Okay.
Which is delicious.
And that's the thing, 80, 90, 90 proof across these
yeah.
three.
So to me that holds a lot of weight because
Yep.
a lot of the flavors are very low proof just because it's more a flavored
But it's
liqueur.
still an 80.
Yeah, it's 80 proof. So
And it's not your, and it's also not your fucking Laffy Taffy tasting.
No,
It,
at
is,
all.
it tastes like it's been,
No, at all.
it tastes like it's been done with real blackberry.
Yep.
It's got definitely a real blackberry flavor to it. I don't know if it is or not, but it's
Right.
definitely delicious. So
It doesn't taste artificial.
I would bet with it being at a winery, it is.
You put it up against the Crown Royal.
Put the Crown Royal side by side and do a blind taste test.
Yeah, we could do
oh,
that.
we could do that 100%. We have gotten so much since we talked about the idea of doing flavored Crown on the show. A lot of people want to hear that, so we'll probably do that within the next couple of episodes. So for me, though, I am definitely going to sip the Black Shire Blackberry. It is, like I said, it's far and above one of those that if you are not a whiskey drinker, it's still amazing.
Yes.
I am going to save the rye. And here's my reasoning behind this. Because number one, everything that we tasted tonight is amazing. I highly recommend that if you go down there, you buy every bottle. Buy one of each. They're well worth it.
And they're not very expensive.
No, they're really not. Shout out for helping us out by that way. But the rye, it has just enough of a spice to it that I would go more almost onto a sweet spice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has a sugar cookie front end with almost an, I don't want to say an anise, but it has enough of a cardamom back end to it that I found very pleasing, and it would make a lot of really good drinks. I am only sinking the bourbon because I think that it's better, that the rye is a little better. I would bank that bourbon is probably between 4 and 6 years, and I know that they're making it. I'm not real sure what
There's
it is,
no
but it's got a flavor
It's
of.
aged over 5 years.
Okay,
There-
so
no
yeah.
It's got
source.
an age statement on it, so it's
Oh.
at least 5 years old.
Yeah, so you can tell, and they have not cut any corners with anything that they have made. Every product that we have had so far from them, and I bought all 4 of their gins that they had also very good as mixers. So check them out, but I am going to sip the blackberry, I am going to sink the bourbon, and I am going to save the rye. Again, amazing products, check them out at Black Shire. We'll have producer Matt throw in the comments how to find Black Shire on the web and all of that good stuff. So let us know what you think if you've ever been there, if you've ever had it. It is a local product to Herman, Missouri, and I'm not even sure that you can get them in the stores.
I've never seen it.
So-
And Arion, it cannot be bourbon. That's why it's called flavored whiskey.
Yes. Bourbon cannot have a flavor to it. It's against the rules. So, all right. Moving on, though, to our Is It Worth It segment tonight. And this one was, again, it was brought up for people who are looking for a little more flavor in a very inexpensive product. And
It's hard to find.
it is. But we have always said that, good whiskey does not have to be expensive.
No.
AKA Old Granddad 114 wins every time on this show for everything it's ever in. This tonight is the
If you
Jim
can find
Beam.
it now.
Yes, but this is the Jim Beam Double Oaked, twice barreled at, I want to say probably it would have to have been about 86 proof. I can't, hang on. Yeah, 86 proof. Basically what they do for a double oak is they dump it into a new charred oak barrel. They let it sit for a few years. They then take it out, dump it, and put it back in another new charred oak barrel. So the barreling of things has kind of become the new cool thing. It's either the rum casks or any of that. The double barreling now, of course, Woodford is the big one, the double oaked. That's their big thing. Jameson has the triple cask. And so this is Jim Beam's version of it, and I picked this up for $26.
The double oaked, is that like?
So the double oaked, we were supposed to have one coming.
How's that work out?
I'm not real sure as of yet. I have not gotten the full story on it. When I do, we'll do it all up.
We're still waiting on that couple of things from Jameson that you said you could get, and we never got.
You're right. I'll have to look into that one. I didn't think about that one again.
We need to get that because I'm almost out.
Okay.
I got that hit. I got that shit hit at the house.
Yeah, that's the
That
Jameson.
crested?
The Jameson crested.
Yeah. Because
But
I've got no trips going to Ireland anytime soon.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do with that one again. But all right, so we have all had this at a $23 price point, and I'm going to take this and I'm going to preface it against the Woodford Reserve double or the double oaked, the single.
So you're fucking
Not
getting a
double
McDonald's double?
No, I'm talking against the Woodford double oaked
Uh-huh.
at $65 retail per bottle, which
Okay.
is what it's at.
Okay. What can we get it for Easy Talk?
So Easy Talk, apparently Jim will just give it to them.
Give it to them?
Yes, so that's fine.
Jim has never given a bottle away for free in his life.
All
I
right.
was trying to work that crowbar in.
Exactly.
I know.
So, but with that, Jim Range at 20, what did I say, 23, 29,
26
26, is twice barreled worth it.
every day of the week.
Twice on Sunday.
That's right.
3 times if you're in fucking Easy Talk.
100%.
Spotify and YouTube, guys.
Yes. This was by far one of the biggest surprises of a bottle that I have bought in a while. And as you can see, we've already drank half of this since we started tonight. This has been...
I drank half of that.
That's true, you
the
did.
first
Yeah,
time
you
we
did.
opened it.
Is this the best Jim Beam product?
It's close.
It's close.
I
and
do like Jim Beam. I will say I do like
I
Jim
do
Beam.
too. If I'm gonna sit in a bar and and there you have nothing that's real,
Yeah.
give me Jim Beam
Give me Jim Beam or Jack Daniels.
or Jack Daniels.
Yes.
Yes.
But I
But
tell you what,
Jack Daniels
I
isn't
had
bourbon, so.
I had some rail whiskey the other night that was really good, and I wish I could remember the fucking name of it, and I can't right now.
Was that JT Ryder?
It might have
'Cause
been.
That shit's amazing too.
It might have been that. It was fucking amazing.
I think this has as much character as Woodford Double Oak does.
And as much as Jimmy on the Easy Talk,
Well, there was a lot of character, especially when he got halfway through that bottle and then decided to
Start bashing everybody?
Just bash everyone that he'd ever met. You know, he was like yelling at his 3rd grade teacher on it. It was terrifying. So.
you guys should check it out. It's on Spotify and YouTube.
Yes. So anyway, all right. Craig agrees. Jimmy agrees. We all 100% agree. Producer Matt, you had this also. Is it worth it at $26 a bottle?
Absolutely.
$26?
$26
Yes,
a bottle.
cheap, bro. I want to go get a bottle
Yeah.
if I can find it.
Absolutely.
The bitch of it is just finding it.
Well, but
like it's starting to get back to that bullshit again where you can't find it.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, everything's flooded down there. Everything's flooded down. It's not allocated, no.
No, it's
but
not
everything's
allocated.
flooded down there, so that fucked a lot of shit up down there.
Well, yeah, it stopped a lot of shipments. That was
Yeah.
a big thing. So, all right, let us know if you have had this one again.
Well, the tariffs aren't helping either.
Well, the tariffs got canceled today, so but there's
Fucking
that.
shit.
So, yeah,
I'm
that's
just
fine.
talking shit.
Yeah, but
It's hard to get that Kentucky bourbon into the country.
That's right.
Literally, we live 5 hours away.
oh Lord, all right. But that is, if you have had it, let us know
Might
in
not
the
be able to get
comments.
the glass.
Did you enjoy? Yeah, for real. Did you enjoy it? Is it worth it at $26?
Very worth. I thought it was worth it. Question is, does Easy Talk have a pot?
I don't think they do. We could probably give it to them since, Jimmy could take it over whenever he goes and drops off the other stuff that he gives him.
Is that label that black label Weller?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You
There's
could drop
none
that off,
behind
too?
anymore in the studio.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Drop that one.
All
off.
right, we are moving on, ladies and gentlemen, to the world of combat sports. That's right. It's all about the world of mixed martial arts. And it is brought to you by Yo-Roy Tape, even though you can't get it in the country at the moment because of the damn tariffs. Happening to all of us.
We're
getting close there. Yeah, that's all right. But check it out at Yo-Roy Tape. That's right.
Yes.
Absolutely.
We'll go with that.
We'll go with that. Perfect. Check it out. It's out there. Google it. Yo-Roy Tape USA. All right. Into the world of
That's
combat
spelled right?
sports we go. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
No, never mind. It was spelled.
Oh, I
I picked up on that. I was reading a Y-O-R-O-Y,
Oh,
but
see.
it was a speaking. That
got it. See, I thought it was EZTALK. Okay, but now let's move on here to the UFC
Ooh,
315.
Spotify and And you too.
And I talk like an announcer. UFC 315, it happened this weekend, and it did terrible.
Fuck. I needed this today. I was in a bad fucking mood till I got here.
Well, that's because you're the grumpy one.
I'm in a bad mood most days. I have to get up and go to
You
work.
are always grumpy, dude.
Fuck. Well, when motherfuckers call me or text me at 7 a.m., let's get after it. Man, fuck you. I've been up for fucking 3 hours already. Oh, fucking cocksuckers. Hey, it's Friday. Fuck you.
Okay, so what all comes down to is
Damn,
that
I want to take my phone and throw it through the fucking wall. You motherfuckers have been in bed all night. I've been fucking up since 4 a.m.
Oh my God. Okay, so UFC 315 happened. It was not great. It did not get a lot of numbers. It was a matter of fact.
How would it do numbers when you have no fucking star power? It is all about UFC. There's no star power no more. Who's the star?
You're telling me
Who's
Bilal
the current
Muhammad?
champion? Do you know this guy?
I have no fucking clue. I didn't know who the last current champion. The guy that got beat.
All I know is he
I don't know
goes
who the
by
fuck he is.
JDM, and I can't remember what it stands for.
So he lost his first 2 pro fights
Okay.
and won 18 in a row on a streak right to the championship.
Well, good for him. There's
And then he
nothing wrong with
won.
And he won it.
Well, so Bilal Muhammad, I know, has like his last 4 or 5 fights have all been split decision wins.
that. Okay.
And he got the absolute shit kicked out of him for all around. I mean, we're talking, so Craig, I'm talking, it broke this, like how,
Broke
you know,
his-
it broke,
in between
so
each
where
other,
the
yeah.
teeth move,
Yeah.
hate those. Broken orbital, multi-cuts on the face,
But everybody's talking about how good he did against the striker.
but he got his ass handed to him.
But I'm
Yes.
like, I seen something on Facebook like, oh, can't say Bilal's a boring fighter. He went 5 rounds with a striker.
Yeah, well,
Okay, well, I didn't see the fight, but now I'm hearing he got
It was a punching bag, is what it
he
was.
got the fuck beat out of him. He was just tough.
that's pretty much what I would take it as.
The meme going around is
Yell.
Bilal Muhammad has no knockouts, no knockdowns, no girlfriend, no wife, no kids. He's never finished a man or a woman.
Motherfucker
Sounds like Ian
motherfucker
Machado
can
Gary.
pull out of a fucking driveway, though, can he?
All right. But the big bitch of it is that it all came on the heels of an amazing show in Kansas City, Missouri, and an amazing show both sold out in Iowa.
Yep.
And
Where was this show at? Was this Vegas?
No.
no, where was this one, Matt? Honest to God, this was so.
This is why I don't buy pay-per-views anymore.
That-
Right here. I just
I knew-
don't
I thought
watch,
about it and I backed
really
out
I
on
really
it.
don't watch the UFC that much anymore. I try to watch highlights. The only time I watch UFC is if I know somebody that's on the fucking card.
Well, the only one that I knew was Jessica Andrade,
And when's the last time she won a fight?
exactly, and Alexa Grasso, and that was it. That was the only two that.
Shevchenko?
Yes, but I did. And, oh yeah, she was on that one too, wasn't she? See.
It was in Montreal at the Bell Center.
Okay. So
Oh.
it's in
Well,
Canada.
so it was in our 51st state. Okay, that's the problem. Got
Canada,
it.
eh?
Got it.
Well,
so,
52nd.
Did they all do it doggy style so they could watch?
going to come in first.
so anyway, did you watch UFC 315? Let us know because we didn't.
Nope.
It was not worth the money. I watched a few of the prelims.
I was at a tournament all day.
Nothing great. So this one kind of got me, guys, and that is that I don't know if you know this or not, but there have been 2 PFL fights in the last 2 days.
Yeah, over in over in
Africa.
Africa. No, not Africa. No. Africa.
It was like
Johnny
UAE,
Eblin.
right?
Johnny Eblin is headlining the Africa show.
That's right.
Okay, here's my question to you two. Is PFL catering to an American audience or no?
Nope.
I don't know if it's catering to any audience at this point.
Uh,
I heard the numbers are terrible.
Okay.
They were doing shows at a sound studio because they can't sell tickets.
I've heard that.
And
The last 4 shows have been in Universal Studios Orlando.
yeah, I know.
Really?
I
So Universal Studios Orlando has been the host of that. That's
the
crazy.
first 4 shows of the tournament. I do not like the. Well, I can't say I don't like it, but I do like the tournament format. But if you lose, you're out. There's no playing on and maybe getting into the finals.
It's not like a wrestling tournament where you got
yeah,
wrestling
yeah,
backs.
Right.
you lose.
Which
You're
I
out.
think would add make the
They are
contender smaller.
But they are letting them to use elbows now
Yeah.
and knees in this tournament, which is great. I don't know how much longer they can keep this tournament format going. You notice Bellator got rid of it. A lot of people say that was a mistake. I don't think so.
It's what set Bellator apart.
It
But
did.
I think that.
But Bellator did it a different way.
So here's my conundrum with it. When I have watched PFL, their shows.
Are terrible.
Okay.
The production.
But
Let me
let me preface what I'm going to say.
Need media outlaws.
They need to hire the people who do Easy Talk, especially when they make Mr. Jim Range look amazing on that show.
Spotify and YouTube.
Spotify and YouTube, check him out. His show's on
It takes
there.
a hell of a lot to make me look good too.
But no, what I'm saying is that the fights that I have seen are very good. It's a very
the fights are-
well-matched
The
product.
fights are great.
Um,
The problem is that they have no fucking audience. No one wants to watch that train wreck that's going on.
and why is that, Craig?
Their production is fucking terrible.
Okay.
Terrible. When you are watching the show, like I tried to watch it just recently, because there's a couple guys on it that I wanted to watch fight that I've known from back in the Bellator days. When they go to commercial break, they're live. Their mics are fucking live. You're hearing all kinds of stupid shit. There's nothing to
Yeah.
it. I mean, it's like you're hearing bad jokes from Sean O'Connell talking about somebody on fucking steroids, and it's like, bro, yeah, I mean, you know.
But that's something that you learn in broadcasting. Whenever you do a voice that sounds like this, that we've all mentioned about is my broadcast voice. You learn you never say anything that you don't want to go out over the air because you never know when you're on.
Yeah, because but I say everything, so I don't give a fuck.
Hey, you
No, I
gotta sell
understand.
it over there.
But what I'm saying is that like, whenever I do a commentary on a show, I will never say anything about anybody that don't want to go out.
No,
And-
and I'm not saying anything bad. I'm just saying that the
No, I'm not
production,
either.
the production is fucking terrible. But I'm used to Bellator production. I'm used to fucking Showtime. I'm used to all those. They've done it for so many fucking years that those guys knew their job and knew what the fuck they were doing. They had a director that knew what the fuck he was doing.
Yep.
And like, I don't know if it's the director's fault or whose fault it is, if it's production at the floor or what. But somebody needs to figure something out and get something that's entertaining in between fights. When you're sitting there staring at the top of the cage, they got an overshot of the cage and of some, I don't know what crowd it is because it ain't there. And you're sitting there for fucking 15 minutes waiting for the next fight with nothing going on.
Yeah.
It's like come on, like put some interviews up. Fucking show someone just hitting the bag. I mean, something.
Yeah. Give them something. Give them something.
Ring girls.
I mean, I don't know if do they have ring girls? I've never seen one. I don't know.
Good question. All right, let us know. What do you think of PFL out there?
Arion says who's behind it money wise? The fucking Saudis are. Dude.
So I don't know what's going on because I can't see any
money,
of the
money,
comments.
brother. They got plenty of money. That's
That's
who
the
bought.
thing.
That's who gave them the money to buy Bellator.
Fair. Okay. All right. Moving on. After this weekend, Jose Aldo fought his last fight in the UFC, even though he's already made it to the Hall of Fame. He has called it a final retirement.
Did he lose?
He did lose in a controversial decision, but here's the thing that happened in this that I think that led to a lot of it. Number one, he missed weight by a considerable amount to the point that they changed it
To a 45 fight.
to a featherweight fight instead of a bantamweight fight.
That sucks.
Like,
But
that's
he's-
a lot.
He's getting older. What is he? 40?
He's all-
41?
39.
Oh, he's 39.
Yeah.
39
He's 39.
right now.
So shit gets hard to cut, after a while.
Yeah,
I mean,
100%.
you know.
He's going to fight your right favorite GFL.
I actually got asked about that a couple weekends ago by somebody that we all know. And I told him, fuck, I have no clue. You're talking to the wrong person.
Yeah, that GFL stuff died really fast.
Really fast.
Really,
you know,
really
so
fast.
you don't
so.
see anything anymore.
Um,
Actually, I wonder if their social media is even still up.
I've seen
don't know.
nothing come through on it.
Nothing.
On social media, the only thing I ever hear about PFL is what I see Don Davis talk about on
so,
LinkedIn and that.
so I see
I see a ton of PFL stuff. ton of it.
I don't see a lot.
But I still follow. So they still have the Bellator account and all that going.
Oh.
So it's all PFL. So I still follow all that
You
shit.
see it show up
You know,
So I get
But
the
in
media
general, I
press
don't.
releases. I get all of the media stuff
it's
from
because you were on
PFL.
Easy Talk, or
No,
because-
it wasn't because I was on Easy Talk.
Okay.
It was because I used to have access into all of the media end of Bellator
Okay,
and
okay,
PFL
okay.
whenever it was World Series of Fighting.
Cool story, bro.
Right.
Anyway.
Not
Spotify,
like
Spotify and YouTube.
the stories that I ramble on and on about that Jimmy talked about on Easy Talk, but that's fine. So, all right. That one actually didn't happen. I just made that one up.
That's why I did that. I knew where you were going. That's
Yeah.
why I was just like, yeah. We're just gonna kind of keep jabbing at him.
All right, next. Vitor Belfort this weekend was named to the 2025 class of the UFC Hall of Fame.
Vitor Steroid Belfort.
So is it
sorry.
TRT Vitor or is it like old school Vitor? But
But TRT Vitor was pretty entertaining.
TRT Vitor was amazing.
And so was a young Vitor.
Well, because that was the pre-TRT, just straight steroid days.
Fair
So, number one, Craig, does Vitor Belfort, does he deserve to be in the Hall of Fame?
Fuck yeah, he does. He's a fucking dude. That dude's awesome. I loved Vitor. He was so much fun to watch, especially when you could still wear tennis shoes, or he wore wrestling
Yeah,
shoes.
Wrestling
yeah.
shoes.
You could still wear shoes in the ring. I loved it, dude. I missed it. I missed the Pride days.
I do too.
God, I
You're
missed
shaking
the
your
Pride
head?
days.
Those modern grappers would love a guy wearing a shoe to this.
Oh,
100%.
Yeah.
All right, Jim.
Until they got stomped in the fucking head with them.
Yeah.
And like a Pride day or a Pride show.
Jim, does he deserve to be in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
Who's missing? Who's so
Fuck, I
far?
don't even know who's in.
That's fair. But
I'll look it up.
What about Frank Shamrock?
I think he's in.
No, he's not.
Is he not?
Frank is not.
Yeah, but how many fights did he have in the UFC? One?
No,
He was
a
a
champ.
he was a first light heavyweight champion. He defended his title
Did
4
he?
times. Yes.
Okay, my
Are
bad.
you ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
This is the Pioneer Wing.
Okay,
Put
the
your mic
Pioneer
on.
Wing.
Hoist Gracie,
Where's your mic?
Ken Shamrock,
Hoist Gracie, Ken
Where's your
Shamrock.
mic?
Dan Severn,
Apparently it's not here.
Yeah.
Dan Severn,
Randy Couture,
Randy Couture,
Okay.
Mark Coleman, Chuck Liddell,
Mark Coleman and Chuck Liddell,
Matt Hughes, Tito Ortiz,
Matt Hughes, Tito Ortiz.
Could
Pat
probably,
Miletich,
Who?
Pat
Pat
Miletich.
Miletich, yeah.
Boss Rutan,
Yeah.
Very cool, Boss Rutan, yeah.
Big Nog,
Okay, Big Nog.
Don Fry, Maurice Smith,
Don Fry, Murray Smith.
Sakuraba,
Yeah.
Really?
Really?
I can tell you who I think needs to be there.
Matt Sarah, Rich Franklin, Kevin Rendleman, James Pulver, Anderson Silva, Wadley Silva, and Vitor Belfort.
What about George St. Pierre? Is he in there?
He's not a Pioneer.
He's not. This is like the old school.
Oh, okay.
So my
Tank
thought.
Abbott.
My thought on the Pioneer, Tank Abbott's a great one. I think mine is Mark Kerr, the smashing machine.
Have you seen the
I
fucking
have-
movie Gary come out?
I have. The Rock looks just like him.
I want to see it.
I do too.
Yeah.
That doesn't even look like The Rock.
No, it doesn't at all. So, I think that'll be a whole. I almost said a whole Easy Talk show. Why? Because that's Jim Range's new favorite podcast.
BJ Chin's the modern wing, which is surprising.
That is surprising. No, I think that definitely there are a few still pioneers that need to be brought about. So, and I think Mark Kerr is one of them.
Who was the big Samoan? What was his name? I can't remember his name. He just died recently. He was in Forgetting Sarah Marshall. He was in a couple movies, and I can't remember his name. He fought in the very first UFC.
What about the guy with the groin shots?
That's who he beat, wasn't it? No, he beat the.
Are you talking chemo?
No, not
Chemo
Chemo.
Leopold?
No, it wasn't Chemo. It was the very first UFC show.
Joe's son was the
and
guy
it
who
was
got punched in the jump.
It was a big.
Now he's dead.
There was a big black dude that got punched in the nuts.
Okay.
And I can't remember who punched him in the nuts, but then there was a big Samoan guy too.
Keith Hackney fought Joe Son. Is that it?
Yeah, Joe Son.
So Keith Hackney's the one that hit him in the nuts.
Emmanuel Yarborough.
Yeah.
Oh,
That's the sumo.
so that was the sumo guy.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was
He
the
was
guy-
a Hawaiian dude.
Yeah.
He was a big Hawaiian dude.
Yeah.
He recently just died.
So, all right.
And then, hey, here's another one that should be in the UFC Hall of Fame. One punch, one glove. Art
Oh,
Jimerson,
absolutely.
That just
Art
passed away
Jimerson needs to
recently.
be in it.
He passed away a
100%.
couple years ago.
Art Jimerson was one of the nicest guys you would ever meet.
Dude, I met him in that LA show at Bellator at one of our last shows. Dude, that guy was amazing.
So
Gave me his phone number. We've talked a few times. He was planning on coming back to St. Louis and wanted to do something. You know, just
So-
amazing guy.
So I knew Art personally, and he was because I knew him from that world, but I also knew him from the media and the boxing world and that kind of stuff. And he was one of the coolest guys that I absolutely, doesn't matter that he didn't win a fight in the UFC. That particular thing of wearing one boxing glove because he thought he was going to fuck up Royce Gracie with it is one of the coolest things and one of the coolest stories there is, period,
his exact words
in
were,
combat sports.
His exact words were, I had no fucking clue what we were going into.
Yep.
So I didn't know what to do. I didn't know if I should wear my boxing gloves or not wear my boxing gloves. That's why I put one on. That way I could still maybe grab one with one hand and punch with the other. And he's like, it was a fucking free-for-all. He said, it was
absolute
amazing.
mayhem. So
he said it was so crazy. He said, because we knew nothing going into these fights.
So I could definitely see that one. I think that's a great one, Craig. All right, and finally this evening, as we bring closure here to the MMA Bourbon Appreciation Society, I have a question for both of you gentlemen. One, Jimmy Range's favorite boxer, Jake Paul, along with his brother Logan, are launching a reality show. It is going to be basically a combination travel / behind the scenes show of their lives. Number one, Jimmy Range, will you watch it? Of course you will, because he's your
He
favorite.
got that shit TiVo'd.
Do they still make TiVos?
He got that shit TiVo'd, and I'm thinking he'll probably
And
make all of his
fuck no, I
announcements.
watch it.
He'll probably make all of his announcements on Easy Talk, Spotify, and YouTube. So he'll have all his predictions there for whatever's going to happen on the next night.
Oh God.
Anyway, Jim, will you watch the new show?
Nope.
Don't lie.
Don't lie.
Just like he lied, just like all the shit he talked on Easy Talk. He's gonna lie now. Jesus fucking Christ.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it has been a great one
Wait,
here.
we're not done. We got Invicta this weekend.
We do?
Friday night.
Yeah, Friday night.
Friday
you guys
night,
do.
Invicta. You don't have it, I do.
Okay.
But yeah, Invicta's this Friday night, and then out to San Jose for Scott Coker and Gilbert Melendez.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
pretty
that's
cool.
right.
Scott Coker coming to the new kickboxing world
Yep.
is going to be pretty cool.
And then,
So I'm looking forward
That's
to
all
that.
Amy though, isn't it? Or is it pro?
No,
is it
Chris
pro?
Cyborg's a fucking main event, dude. She's
Okay.
boxing.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Also,
Yes.
Dana White announced Terrence Crawford versus Canelo at Allegiant Stadium, the big outdoor stadium.
How is that going to happen? Canelo's under contract with his own still.
I think that it's going to be it's going to be a cross promotion.
Yeah.
Cross promotion?
Yep.
Okay, well, I mean, whatever. But also bare knuckle.
Well,
This past weekend's bare knuckle. Did you guys see the
yeah,
pictures?
you want to go down that road? Okay.
So
all right.
so just a heads up, I will be working a few bare knuckle shows now. It looks like BKFC. Be in New Mexico, Florida, and Sturgis. I can't wait.
I will tell you that is
Sturgis. I get to go to Bike Week for Sturgis, dude.
That's cool.
I'm so excited.
BKFC was one of the coolest ones that I have ever worked. I've done a couple of BKFCs
So
too.
I worked Valor, which was they did 2 shows, which Ken Shamrock's show. I have not worked BKFC. Mike Driesbach worked BKFC this past weekend in Salt Lake City. I have it in 2-3 weeks in New Mexico, so I'm excited to go. He said everybody's super awesome, everybody's super nice, and
It's a very cool
I
promotion.
can't wait to go and see if
It's going to be crazy.
he said he had 6 cuts the first fight.
Absolutely.
So, you know.
I
And then
went through-
if anybody's seen Mike Richmond's post, oh my God.
I went through 3/4 of a bottle of epinephrine. in
I've
the
got
fight
2
that I
bottles, brand new bottles I haven't opened yet. So I'm going to be.
You taking my bottle, aren't you?
Yeah, fuck
I
you.
figured.
You're on your own.
All right, ladies and gentlemen,
You're on your own on that one.
It has been a
No.
great show. As always, join us. Check us out on all of the socials at MMA Bourbon or at MMA Bourbon Society, depending upon which one you're at.
You can catch Easy Talk on Spotify and YouTube.
100%. Go
Jimmy
check
Range
out
is on
Jimmy
there.
Range's episode.
Congratulations to Brad Marlene. It's a trap, Brad, but whatever. Do what you got to do, brother.
100%. All right, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for joining us here at the MMA Bourbon Appreciation Society.
Cheers, everybody.
Have fun. Easy Talk. Spotify and YouTube.